Well, hello everyone. With this video, we are going to set up the civil template that we're going to use for our commercial site plan, okay? So let me share my screen with you. I'm going to D2L. Good. We discussed the actual site plan sample drawing at the last video, okay? What you're going to do is open up this civil template setup right here. Good. And then there's a PDF. Good. And as you see, these are instructions with a series of screenshots that will guide you as you complete the civil template setup, okay? A series of screenshots, okay? Good. So now, initially, we're going to be changing the ACAD template, which I'll discuss in a moment, to this civil template setup here. Okay. You're going to be creating, you're going to be changing the units. You're going to be creating 3 text styles, okay? L80, L100, L200, okay? And then you're going to be creating a dimension style for the civil template, okay? Good. So let's go back to this breadcrumb here. And in addition, as part of the civil template, you're going to be setting up these civil layers as part of the template file as well. So let's open up this PDF. You're going to be creating all of these new layers, okay, with these parameters. Now, when creating these layers, I know typically you're used to assigning a thickness to a certain layer, okay? But we're going to be using a color-dependent plot style for the work that we're going to be doing for this class. That means that the color of the line is actually establishing the weight of the line. So, for example, red here is the darkest line. So the actual color here is establishing the weight of the line. All right, so let me stop sharing here. All right, let me share my AutoCAD architecture with you. Good. So I've launched AutoCAD, and I'm here at the Create window. Okay. I'm just going to start a drawing here. Good. And I'm just going to change my home ribbon. Okay, excellent. All right. I want to show you how you can change the color of your work screen or your workspace here. Okay. So if you go to the application menu right here, and then you go to options, and then you go to the display tab, which I've already highlighted here because I've already changed my color. Okay. Display tab here, and we're looking in the window elements area right here, and we're dealing with colors. So if you select colors, okay, it brings up this dialog box, and there's a drop down list here And this allows you to change your background, your workspace color. So let's say I wanted to change it to cyan. Okay. All right. I select the color, I apply and close. So now my workspace becomes cyan in color. However, I like to use black because it gives me a greater contrast when I'm drawing different colored lines. Okay, so I'm going to go to black here, back to black. I'm going to apply and close. So now my screen is back to black, and then I can close out of this. Okay, now if you're making reference to the Civil Setup document PDF, the first task is to start a new drawing using the mechanical template file ACAD. All right, so what I'm going to do is to just come up here to the application menu, and I'm going to start another drawing. Okay, start a new drawing right here. Good. Now, it brings up this dialog box, and it wants to know what template file you want to use to create this drawing. Well, it's simple ACAD is not listed here, but it is listed here. Okay, so now if I click on that, maybe double click on it. Okay, right. Okay, here we have an issue here. Okay, I just entered it then. I clicked on the on the box and I just entered. All right, so that brings me here to these AutoCAD, the other AutoCAD template files. I'm going to choose ACAD right here. Left click on that. Good. And I'm going to open the drawing using the ACAD default mechanical template. Good. Here we are. Now, the next task is we're going to change the units to civil units. And I'm only going to go through this first one with you, and then you can just simply follow the print screens and the instructions in the PDF to showing you how you're going to create those three text styles and the dimension style as well. And then we're going to go to the civil layers also as part of the template. All right, so right now let's just change our units together. Okay, so at the command line, type in the word units. Okay, that brings up this dialog box, and we see that the first thing we have to change is the drawing units. We're going to change it to feet here, feet. Good. And then we're going to change our precision here to 2 decimal places. 2 decimal places. Good. And then we're going to change our angle type to surveyor's units. Good. And that should be it. So to reiterate, drawing units are in feet. A length type it's been changed to a precision of 2 decimal places. And the angle type has been changed to surveyor's units. Okay. So that's all done. So we can OK out of that. If you get this message here, this dialog box, just choose the first one. Rescale model, space, and paper space objects. Good. All right, so that takes care of changing the units. Now, as you follow through the setup PDF, you're going to create three text styles, and then you're going to create a dimension style. So I'm sure that you can follow that on your own, all right? Good. So let me stop sharing this with you for a second. All right, so after you have done this initial setup with the template file still open, okay, you're going to add these layers. Okay, you're going to add these layers. All right, so let me stop sharing here. Go back to AutoCAD architecture, going back to AutoCAD architecture. Okay, so then we're going to create some new layers. I'm sure you kind of remember how to create layers, all right? So here's the layer panel, if you will, okay? So this, if I hover over this first icon here, it says layer properties. Let's open that up, good. And I can expand this dialog box this way, okay. All righty. Now, if I choose this layer here, by the way, depth points, as you probably already know, is AutoCAD's default non-plottable layer. So it's automatically generated when you create a drawing file. All right, so if I choose that, okay, and then I go here, new layer, okay. So now I can name my new layer, okay. I can give it a color, okay. I can give it a color, and really that's all that we're actually dealing with in terms of the layers we're creating, the new layer name and the color, because again, the color is establishing the weight of the lines that's going to be drawn on that particular, or objects that's going to be drawn on that particular layer. And please note here, like you see, I had the depth points layer as my current layer, and then when I created a new layer, it copied all of the properties of the layer that was current. Okay, has the same properties. All right. So with that instruction, you're going to create all the layers that's contained in the layer setup, and giving them the proper color. All righty. So I'm sure you can do that on your own. And then after you've created, you've done the initial layer setup, and you've included these layers, okay, then I'm going to give you some further instructions.